Hey, hi, hello, welcome. Today I am going to be doing a tour of all the house plants that I currently have in my small, tiny apartment. There's going to be kind of like whole overview here. I only have one window in this place. It is the east facing window you see over here, which has got a lot of plants on it as well. That would be a separate thing on another time. So I do not get a lot of good lighting here, especially that I get a lot of trees that kind of block it off. So I substitute, or at least I try to substitute it with grow lights. Doing my best way that I can. So I currently own 43 houseplants, and they always say there's always room for one more. So far, I've been really happy with the collection that I currently have, and I think I'm gonna stick with it for a while. So let's just start over here, right at this top one that I got here. So I have an Ethereum. It's a cross between a Luxurium and another one, Ethereum Radicans with the crossover of Luxurians, I believe it is. Obviously this is a tiny form, and honestly, it's been such a slow grower. I mean, I've had this plant for months now, and it's just now finally putting out a little baby here. But I really like the shape, so I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it. Then over here I have an Alocasia amazonica. I'm sure you guys are very familiar with. They are thrip magnets. Luckily I caught it at an early start, and I eradicated it right away. So what I usually do is any time I need to water this plant, I just wash the leaves as well, and that seems to work for that. I'm sorry for the lighting. I have some grow lights here. Over here on this moss pole, I have a philodendron melanochrysum. Also, a very slow grower for me. I heard these plants are very finicky. I want to show this leaf here. This is probably the biggest leaf I have. And it's stunning. Don't get me wrong, it is stunning. But I've had it for months, and I repotted it. And it's just now barely putting something out, so we'll see. I have another alocasia here that I got from my best friend. It is the Alocasia Dragon Scale. This is the newest leaf that came out. It's literally doubled in size from the other ones. And it is so stinking cool. I mean, it reminds me of like, I don't know, like a turtle shell, or literally like a dragon scale. I don't even know. But that is so, I just love that. That texture is amazing. Haven't had it for very long. Got it this year for my birthday. But it's put out this leaf, and I'm so happy with it. I have also an Ethereum crystallinum here. This has been a struggle for me. Honestly, if I knew that it was gonna be such a pain with this plant, I probably would have never got it. But of course, I was a sucker for velvety leaves and the unique way that it looks. This was the very first leaf that came out, and as you can see, it tore everywhere. It's either hates being overwatered, hates being underwatered. I had a couple leaves growing, and they kind of withered away and died. Finally have something here. I was thinking of putting some sphagnum moss around here, since I know they love really high humidity. But I don't know, I'm the type of person who I like to stick my finger and check the soil, and I feel like if I do that, it'll be really hard for me to actually realize when it needs to be watered. So I don't know, haven't figured this one out yet. I have a begonia here that I got from Steve's Leaves, and this is begonia Black Beauty. And I am obsessed. This is my very first begonia that I have. And I just love those leaves. They're so huge. I do have a problem of it getting very crispy because it likes a lot of humidity, and it is such a thirsty plant. I've repotted this twice now because it was drying out. Like, I have to water it every 2 days, and I repotted it, and I still have to do that. So I don't know. It's tried blooming 3 times now for me, but I cut off the blooms because I really wanted to focus on, oh, see, there goes another one. That's the 4th time. I really wanted to focus on just producing more leaves, but it just, I don't know, it wants to bloom. Maybe I should just leave it, but I feel like they fell off. I don't think they actually like fully bloom in here. But anyways, over here I have some cuttings of Monstera saltipicana that I have some brewing, waiting for some roots to happen so I could pop it in some soil. I have Hoya macrophylla here, and that one's been doing good. I like the leaf shape. I haven't had it for very long. These older leaves that when I first got it came out so wonky. I don't know. And then I have here, I put it on this cute little trellis because these tendons here, well, they're not tendons, but whatever they're called, were going wild, like little aliens wild. So I was like, okay, it's finally time to put it on the trellis. This is a Hoya publicalis splash, and I am obsessed with this plant. I've had it for about 1.5 years, and it's literally quadrupled in size. It is so easy to take care of, and it's so beautiful. It's just literally, I feel the leaves. I just watered it. When they become super soft, you water the plant. So it's a very talkative plant, and I love that about these plants. And it just looks so stinking cute. On top here, I have, let's start with this one. This is, ooh, the lighting is so not good here. This is a Hoya carrii. Let's see if I could get, there we go. Yeah, see, bad lighting here. I found this at Home Depot, I believe, and I really wanted to have it. I don't know, it's been finicky. I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know. I don't like the soil that the like big box stores have for these plants. I feel like the soil is so dense all the time, and they're that type of plant that really need like very airy, dry. They just don't like to have their feet wet. So I don't know, but I haven't repotted it because they hate being moved around. They hate having their roots messed around with. They get all dramatic, so it's like, Up top here, I have another plant that my best friend got me a year or 2 ago, I believe. It's gotten massive now. This is the Pothos, Marble Queen Pothos that I have here. And she was actually trailing down, but I snip, gave it a haircut, and I put it at the top to make it more full. I really like it in this macrame hanger that I have here. I have my golden pothos here as well. Got this 2 years ago in a tiny 4-inch pot from Lowe's, and for a while it wasn't really doing much, and then it just like exploded with these beautiful colors. Because over here it's more like a darker, and then down here it's so much lighter, and I love it. It's trailing down. Probably we need to give it a haircut, even though it's quite nice and full up here. So we'll just let it do its thing. I have a Hoya Crimson Princess over here. It is so pretty. Not much to say about it. I just recently got this one too. I love Hoyas. Oops. I don't know what's happening here. It's probably water droplets that did not air dry, and yeah, they don't like to have water on their leaves, but yeah, she's good. See, I check it's quite firm, so it doesn't need to be watered just yet. Moving on to this shelf over here, I have baby bunny bellies, and it's just like a super fuzzy type of plant, and it grows like a weed. Oh my gosh, if you guys can feel this, it is so soft. It literally grows like a weed. It's insane. I have another golden pothos here, that's been just lovely trailing down over here, and I love it. I absolutely love it. In this cute little, I think this is like a little fox pot. I just think it looks so adorable. I've had this for 2 years now, and it's, you know, probably doubled if not tripled. Like, this is like the only thing that's really got some action is down here. I really need to give it a haircut and kind of make this here more full. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. The growth hasn't been exponential, but I'm still very, very proud of the growth that these plants do get because of the lighting that they have. So to me, this, I'm super happy with that. Super, super happy with that. I have here a cactus. Honestly, I don't know what kind this is, but I love cacti. Oh, it's pokey. I'm not gonna touch it. But I absolutely love cacti. I only have like 2 though, but it's cute. This little pot is cute too. Haven't put anything in there yet. Over here I have, and I completely forgot the actual name of this plant, but I know that it's called a mini monstera. And I literally got this one probably like 3 months ago, and it tripled in size. Let me just take it out real quick. You kidding me? It tripled in size, and I love those leaves. Wow. I absolutely love those leaves. It's starting to like really trail here, and I need to put it on the moss pole. But oh my God, I love that. I'll keep it here in this window. It was actually originally on the floor, but I moved some things around, and I was like, I feel like it needs a little lift. It needs to be set up on the pedestal because it deserves it. And then I'm probably going this completely out of order, but it's okay. This one here is the Philodendron gloriosum. This is the newest leaf that I got. It is so beautiful. And I can't say much about this plant. This is the one that was before. Just love the heart-shaped leaf. It is so big. Look at that. I cannot wait for these to get bigger. And it is going to be coming out of its pot, as you can see. I'm trying to not rip it and show you guys. Yeah, it's going to be coming because the new one is going to be coming out here since they are crawlers. So I do have a pot I need to repot it in. I just haven't done it yet. I have a white Dalmatian aglaonemia that just kind of hangs out here. She's been a crazy grower. Aglaonemias are so easy to take care of. They don't need a little light. I mean, obviously any plant would prefer to have more light, but they don't need a lot of light. And it's been doing just fine. I did completely forgot on this table here. Forgot one little plant. It is the Hoya Hindu rope. So forgive me, my little love. I forgot about you. It has done literally nothing. I have been fertilizing it. It's probably put out only like 2 leaves in last year that I've had it. But it's so cute. So, you know, I still like it. I just wish it would grow. Moving on to the bottom of the shelf. I have my Florida Beauty Ghost here. I like the leaf. shape. I just repotted it because it was in sphagnum moss for a really long time. Put in really chunky soil here. This is the newest leaf that came out. And I guess this, I don't know. I guess this is an older leaf. I'm not sure. It's yellowing. That's life, right? But I try my best. All right, this is another plant that I got for my birthday this year for one of my other best friends. Excuse that. Just dirt just lives wherever it wants to live. This is a Ficus anesthesia, I believe. Yeah, get the tag so I can remember. This is, from what I've read, is a very finicky plant. Obviously, it's like a little tree here. So far, it's been doing really good. It's been putting out a lot of new growth. Very, like, what the heck is that? It's just perlite. Yeah, a lot of these lighter green colors are the new ones here. So it's been okay. It's only dropped like a couple leaves. I try to make sure I keep the soil on the moisture side because they don't like to dry out, but they don't like to have their feet wet. But the second it dries out, that they just, the leaves just drop. It's just a ficus kind of thing, I guess I would say. And then over here I have an Alocasia frydek. I actually have two of these. Excuse that leaf that's I have to cut off here. Yeah, I got this from my mom actually, and ordered it online. And what happened was it came very, like, all the leaves were completely yellowed, and it looked like it had a lot of thrip damage or something. So I contacted the Etsy seller, and she sent me another one just like this, and that one's chilling over here. So I like that. I'm new to these. What I noticed is it drops one leaf and then another one emerges. It's usually only like 3 leaves. And I'm like, you're under a grow light. I have some grow lights here that I set up. So it's like, I don't know, I guess maybe it's not enough light for it. I have 2 more ficus trees here. I have a green one. This was supposed to be originally when I bought it a couple years ago. It was sold to me as a burgundy. I wanted like a really dark, almost black kind that they have, and that's what it was sold to me as, and it definitely isn't. I've struggled with this one, but it had some thrips and all that kind of stuff, but it's doing okay. And then back here I have a Ficus taniki. This is the variegated one, and I love this one. This one's been doing so good. Let's not jinx it, fingers crossed. Haven't dropped a single leaf, and it's constantly putting on new growth. I love it. I fertilized it. I repotted it this year because it really needed it, and it's just doing amazing. I have my Monstera elbow here. You know, the struggle with the elbows, I swear. I love the white on it, but of course it's gotta have that. I'm like, why? I'm being dramatic, I know. It's so pretty, and I keep it, I mean, it's right under the grow light. And I just can't stop this from happening, but I hope that it evens out at some point, you know. When I got this, I haven't had it for very long, and it only had one long root. So I know it needs some time to, you know, kind of settle in and get its roots going before it starts pushing out new growth. So it's gonna take some time, but that's okay. And then back here, I have my Monstera thigh constellation. Woo! Go watch my video before this one, and there's a story about that. Let's just say that I got completely scammed by an Etsy seller regarding this plant. It came to me completely rotted. I paid extra for shipping, for 2-day shipping, and it arrived rotted. And it's a long story short, the seller told me that it's not rot when it is. It was a long battle between the seller, and thank goodness, and Etsy has a good customer service system. And you know, I supported everything I said, took the screenshots of conversations when I brought it to their attention, when, you know, they basically said that I didn't say anything was wrong with it. It was a whole big thing. I don't want to go into it, but anyways, I literally thought that this plant was gonna die, and it was. I mean, it was. I lost all the roots. I played around with the medium. I did perlite, I did sphagnum moss, and shockingly in water, it just, on its last leg, it started to push out a root. I'm like, are you kidding me? So it's finally, the roots were big enough where I could pot it up, so I did, and fingers crossed that it takes. So far, I haven't seen any decline. But like I said, it's gonna take some time for the roots to develop. Sorry, that was a long explanation there, but I just love how that looks. This is the juvenile form. I have Philodendron brandii here. It hasn't done much, okay? It hasn't dropped any leaves. Look at that silver. What? Yeah, that's what totally got my attention, but it hasn't really been growing much. When it's been putting out leaves, they've been super tiny, and originally this was not on the moss pole, and I put it on the moss pole hoping to kind of encourage it, and I don't know, it hasn't done much. It hasn't dropped leaves, but it hasn't really produced many either. But I do love that color. All right, going back to here, I know I'm kind of going back and forth. I have kind of plants everywhere here. My humidifier's here. I have a snake plant here. I like this little guy. I have him in a little stand, kind of elevated, but it's cute. Has not much, but it's cute. I just got this in the mail last week, I believe, and this is supposed to be the polka dot, begonia polka dot, and yeah, it came to me. Unfortunately, I was so sad. It came to me completely dried up, shriveled up, and it had mold everywhere. I tried to save the leaves, but I had to cut everything off. The only one that survived is kind of this one. But I mean, the stem is still healthy. I'm seeing something, so I'm just gonna give it time and hope that it recovers. I have a grow light here attached. Looks like this is further from the window here with my TV stand, and then behind here, this one's amazing. I randomly came across this one. I didn't even know that like Lowe's was carrying these. But this is the Baltic blue Pothos. Baltic blue Pothos, and it has been just a tremendously easy grower. I love Costa Farms because I think they make amazing plants for everybody, and they're always so easy care for the most part, unless we're looking at caletheas that, you know, some of these, not all of these, but some of these have these really cool ridges that come out, and it's just I love it. It doesn't need a lot of light, but I still keep it here just because I like it, and I like looking at it when I'm watching TV. All right, moving over on the other side of the wall where my bed is. Hi, hello. I have a ZZ plant here. I've had it for a couple of years now, and it's been doing amazing. It loves this light proximity here. It's literally just put out the shoot this week, and it's just, this one's new in here too. Oh, and look at that, there's another one. Yeah, it's constantly been putting out, look at that. It's just been constantly putting out new growth, and that's so stinking cute. super easy. I literally water this maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. I'm sorry, once every 2 months. And it's fabulous. Up on the wall, these, I put up some hooks a couple years ago and I was so excited. I was like, yes, I'm gonna put up some plants here above my bed. It's gonna be amazing. Well, these plants started yellowing and dying. I think there's just not enough light here for them. And I can't really hang lights up above because this is a concrete ceiling. Can't really drill anything in there. So I just put a couple fake ones here just to put a little bit more greenery. Found this really pretty painting, portrait, whatever you want to call it, of like cacti, because I like cactuses. And I think that's really, it's nice. I think it's really, really nice. This is my little nook corner, my little reading corner here that I have. I literally just bought this little island bamboo grow light stand the other day. I was like, you know what? I really want to, I don't know, move some plants here. It's just kind of really empty. And I thought it was really cool to have like a little island stand, I guess you would call it. It's just for little plants, but it's so super cool. You're able to adjust the height of it as you want it. And I just got my little succulent here. I really don't know the name of this succulent. I think it's a barrel cactus. I could be wrong. This is actually the very first plant that I got as a plant parent beginner. Ooh, sorry about that. Tongue tied. And he is the only survivor of all my first plants. Okay, I named him Spicosaurus mini spike because he's got ridiculous spikes here. Okay, I repotted him this year into this terracotta, and I had to use some like garden gloves because man, he's pokey, but I love him. I would be so sad if something happened to him. Like it's like he's really special to me. I mean, you know, all my plants are important to me and they're special to me, but like this one's the one that started it all. So be good. And then I have I think this is a gem green philodendron. I'm not too familiar with it. I literally got this as a freebie when I did an Etsy order, and this was thrown in as a free little plant. So yeah, it's kind of cute. Not sure exactly what it's, you know, supposed to do, how big it's supposed to get, but I like it. I have a lonely little fuzzy petiole one leaf thing going on here. All right, it's a one leaf army we got going here. But I'm gonna give it time, and I'm hoping that eventually I'll do some more things. I have a Khrystyna here that I got as well a couple years ago. It was doing really, really good at the beginning, and then all of a sudden this year it just started drying out and giving me these dry tips. I don't know why. Maybe it needs to be repotted. I mean, I looked at the pot itself. The roots are not coming out. Oops, I'm about to make a mess. But I'll have to probably look at it, and something's going on. So yeah, it's my little nook here. And then these are the last of the plants that I have here. I also have a grow light. It stands right here, right by the kitchen area. I turned it off in the meantime for this video because it gives off like a blue light, and I don't like it. This was one of the very first grow lights that I bought when I was getting into plants, until I realized, you know what, I like the white light better. But it's okay, you know, it does the job. I have a philodendron Birkin here. This is my second one. It killed the one I got last year. I got root rot. But I'm learning from my mistakes, okay? I'm learning from my mistakes. But I absolutely love it's not only the color that's awesome, it's just the texture. It's so, I think it is so unique the way the texture is literally ridged into the leaves. It's not just the color, it's like ridges in there. And I love that. I have a Tribei Moonlight here. I got this guy, oh gosh, last year. And everybody was saying this was a very slow grower. Okay, this girly has exploded 3 times over since I got her. And she's put on this long trellis this year. And it's just been slowly kind of filling out. I kind of just wrapped it around because it's wild. But yeah, she is constantly putting out new growth and new leaves. And they're always the same, mostly the same size. They never get like super tiny. And the shimmer on it, just, I love that shimmer. That silver is just amazing. Speaking of silver plants, I have another one here. This is the Philodendron Silver Sword. It's hard to see the silver on it because lighting, unfortunately. This is one of the newer leaves, I'm sorry. But yeah, it puts out, these are more of the juvenile ones. The more mature ones have that little split here, but the leaves are not very big, because it probably needs more light, but very pretty. I have a Hoya Crimson Queen here that's just chilling. It's got a couple trellises here. I don't know if they're called trellises, but whatever these are. Got a couple, one here and one here. And it's been okay. Repotted a couple times because I couldn't figure out the soil. This was my very first Hoya, and I couldn't figure out the soil, so I kind of lost half the plant because I bought a big size. Because I was like, oh, they're slow growers. Let me get a bigger one, just so I can enjoy it. And it slowly deteriorated, but I have learned through my mistakes. And then this is a Caletheia rattlesnake. This is the only Caletheia that I own, and this will be ever the only Caletheia that I know. And I'm sure most of you know what I mean by that, okay? I got swooped into the whole, oh my god, they're so pretty, they're so beautiful, and they all died. This is the only warrior that I've had, and I'm so proud of you. It's you know, it's got some crispiness here and there. It's not perfect, but it's a warrior. Yeah, I have severely underwatered this plant. I'm more of an underwater because in the beginning of my plant journey, when I started it, I was an overwater. I was over loving my plants, and I was getting so much root rot. I was like, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing everything right. You know, you think you're doing everything right? So I've learned to just mostly overwater my plants. Obviously, alocasias, you know, certain plants do require more attention, you know, but for the most part, I usually underwater my plants to be on the safe side. Got a little thingy here. It's a little bee. It's so cute. These are little fake ones. And then last but not least, I have just a regular Monstera. Swiss cheese, as you would call it. Monstera deliciosa. This was given to me by one of my best friends. She has a beautiful mother plant at home that's been doing amazing, and she let me get a couple cuttings. So I waited for it to root, and now it's finally started putting out some leaves. Some little ones here. So yeah, that's basically it for all the plants that I have. Nothing very exciting. Like I said, just you know, my space is very small, but I absolutely love to be able to just go to sleep and wake up just looking at the plants, just being surrounded by greenery, and that makes me super happy. So yeah, If you did like this video, do please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.